Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some more Glory Days boxing. Card and dice makes everything nice. Another Battle of the Bangers heavyweight matchup. Tommy Morrison versus Ronnie Lyle. 10 rounds, heavyweights. A Glory Days boxing in association with Al, Red Sox fan What If Promotions brings you the Wednesday night fight. Morrison, Lyle, more bang for your buck. The bell is next. This wonderful game, Glory Days Boxing, is brought to you by our good friend Anthony Crooks, aka Bleacher Bums Gaming. It can be purchased at sidelinestrategies.com. Link provided in the chat and on the page. Also, check out Glory Days College Football. Anthony is currently working on Glory Days Professional Football. All right, to the ring we go. This should be a very interesting matchup. I'm very excited about bringing this to the channel. I was so excited I wanted to do it before I went to bed. Tommy Morrison, he could punch. He could punch. He had a questionable chin, but he could punch. Stamina, also very questionable. Tommy Morrison, power is a 6. And if he has you hurt, it's a 9 pre-fatigue. Morrison's overall record, 48-3-1 with 42 stoppages. 3 losses were to... First loss was to Ray Mercer. He lost to Lennox Lewis. Oh, and Michael Bent. So it was Ray Mercer, Michael Bent, Lennox Lewis. I don't know who the draw was with. Had to be later in his career. And unfortunately, he passed away from illness. Ron Lyle, who had some hellacious fights. The memorable brawl that he lost with Big George Foreman. He lost to Muhammad Ali. Memorable fights. He lost to Jerry Quarry. Ron Lyle's overall record, 43-7-1 with 31 stoppages. Lyle's punching power is a 5. If he has you hurt, it's a 7 pre-fatigue numbers. Tommy Morrison's very chinny. He's hurt 9 and under, down 5 and under. Ron Lyle's hurt 5 and under, down 3 and under. Morrison's chin's a bit better when it comes to the knockout. Morrison's chin, he's knocked out 2 and under. Ronnie Lyle, 4 and under. Will check. Well, Tommy Morrison's will check's a 6. Lyle has him there. His will check's a 4 and under. Morrison cuts at a 7. Lyle cuts at a 4. Morrison fouls 3 and under. Lyle's a little more chippy, 5 and under, though not horrific. Tommy Morrison has no traits to add to his totals or subtract from his totals. Ron Lyle has not so tough trait. If less ring general stars than opponent, -1 from power. Both pugilists are 6-starred ring generalship. They both have 6 stars for ring generalship, so his power will stay at 5. We roll to see who will have initial momentum if there's a toe-to-toe exchange. The blue die representing Lyle was a 5. The red die representing Tommy Morrison was a 2. So Lyle will have the momentum if it's a toe-to-toe exchange to start off the bout or up until he loses momentum. Tommy Morrison on the inside, very effective, 0-49. On the outside, not bad, 0-44. Ron Lyle wants to be on the inside. He's 0-53. He'll land on the outside, not as effective, but more effective than Tommy Morrison, 0-46. So Lyle will land a little more on the inside and a little more on the outside. Defense for Tommy Morrison, 1 and 2 on a defensive roll. He'll evade or block a punch. 3-5, his opponent will tag him with another punch. Morrison counters 1-4 if his opponent misses and he gets the countering roll. Ron Lyle, defensively, pretty much the same as Tommy Morrison. 1 and 2, he evades or blocks a punch. 3-5, he's tagged with another punch. Lyle also counters 1 through 4. So there you have it. At ringside, we have Steeler fan 1933, SGJ Jamie, D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer. Steeler fan 1933. Oh, yes, Ross Purity. That is right, on ESPN. You're correct. They screwed Ross Purity out of that fight. I remember watching that. They had 2 very controversial fights that night. Was Ray Mercer on that card too? There was another heavyweight who should have got upset on that card. I think it was an ESPN card. You're right, Steeler fan 1933. Morrison's draw was a split decision with Ross Purity, despite Tommy being knocked down in round 6 and 10. Yeah, they hosed Ross Purity in that fight. And there was another heavyweight fight, and I'm thinking that fighter got hosed also. I forgot about that. That was a good fight. That was an exciting fight. Tommy did not look good in that fight at all. All right, here we go. Well, it's good to have a few folks at ringside. Again, I know it's very late or very early, but I wanted to do this. I really wanted to play another game on the channel of Glory Days Boxing, a fabulous game. Hopefully the setup is good. I think it's pretty good. I don't have I couldn't find a Ron. I thought I had a Ron Lyle boxing card. But I don't. I couldn't find it, so I didn't do the boxing card thing. Steeler fan 1933 said Mercer had a split decision with Marion Wilson that night. Yeah, Marion Wilson beat him. I remember that was a good fight night. That was exciting. And they hosed both underdogs huge. It's funny, had Ross Purity not knocked down Tommy Morrison in the 10th, he would have lost the fight. And he won the fight, and they just give him a draw. Here we go. We start round number 1, as we stated. Red corner, Tommy Morrison. Blue corner, Ron Lyle. Lyle won the momentum role because they're both 6-star ring generalship. The bell for round number 1. A 2 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison moves in on the inside. That's where he wants to be. A 1 for Ron Lyle. Morrison outworking Lyle on the inside. He's going to punch. Let's see if he can tag Ron Lyle with something big. Morrison with a 46 on the inside. He's going to land a left hook to the body, and he quickly brings it up to the head. 2 good left hooks by Tommy Morrison. 2:40 left in round number 1. Momentum goes to Tommy Morrison, the Duke. Morrison with a 4. Now on the outside, Morrison, a fairly good jab. 2 for Ron Lyle. Lyle not in a rhythm at all yet. Once again, it's Morrison's opportunity to punch. 51 from the outside. He misses, and he was throwing hard. No counter from Ron Lyle. 2:20 to go in round number 1. Morrison off to a quick start. A 4 for Tommy. He's on the outside. A 3 for Ron Lyle. Morrison feints the jab. Not feinting is Ron Lyle. Lyle will throw. Ron Lyle with a 44. We read blue, then black. 44 for Ron Lyle. Morrison's going to eat those shots. Blinking, but there's no blood, as it is an 18, not a 19 or 20 on that. So the 44 from distance, jab right hand lands for Ron Lyle. 2 minutes to go in round number 1. Lyle has momentum. A 6 for Tommy Morrison, 1 on the outside, a 2 for Ron Lyle. So Lyle admiring his work as they're screaming from the Morrison corner, punch, and that's what he'll do. 0-8, big shots for Tommy Morrison. Morrison, a jab, a right hand, a left hook to the body, and then he brings the crushing left hook to the jaw of Ron Lyle. 4 punches land for Tommy the Duke Morrison. Chin check for Lyle. Remember, he's hurt 5 and under, down 3 and under. It is a 19. He survives it well. Your referee for this bout is Dave Gardner. Morrison has mojo. As we continue with round 1, boxcars 6 and 6. That's going to favor Tommy Morrison once again from the outside. Tommy getting in a rhythm here, keeping Lyle off balance. Morrison's going to land again. 4 for the defense roll. He's going to hit Lyle with an additional punch. So a 28 from distance. 2 jabs, a right hand to the jaw, and then the left hook into the ribs of Ron Lyle. 10 punches have landed so far for Tommy Morrison. Morrison getting off to his usual fast start. Lyle a bit lethargic at the moment. He had that one good combination early. 5 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison moves inside, sensing he has weakened Ronnie Lyle. A 6 for Ron Lyle. Lyle backing to the ropes. That's not where he wants to be. Morrison needs to do some work here. Morrison's going to land with a 17. Lyle with a 2 on the defense roll will dodge 1 punch. That's a 9, so it's out of Morrison's range right now for power. So 17 on the inside for Tommy the Duke Morrison. Morrison will land 3 out of 4. The right hand miss, but then the left right to the body. And another grazing left hook to the cranium of Ron Lyle. 3 punches land for Tommy the Duke Morrison. 1 minute to go in a very dominant round for Morrison. His corner likes what they see, but can Tommy keep it up? 5 for Morrison. Again, on the inside, trying to pin Lyle to those ropes. 4 for Lyle. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. Lyle's back to the ropes. Toe-to-toe exchange. Morrison lands. Lyle does not. That's a 60 on the inside. So Tommy Morrison roughing up Ron Lyle on the ropes with that 32, chopping right hand, left to the body, then the left uppercut, splits the guard and snaps the head of Ron Lyle. 3 more punches land for Tommy Morrison. 40 seconds to go in round number 1. What a hellacious start for Morrison. He has hit Ron Lyle with everything except the kitchen sink, and that might be coming up. Snake eyes. Morrison now seems to be wanting to catch a breather, backs away from the ropes, allowing Lyle to come forward. Lyle moves in. Lyle dips. Ronnie Lyle's going to punch. Can Lyle land? Ronnie Lyle with a 34. Throws. Morrison will evade. 1 punch there. Good job by Tommy, but he'll get tagged with the shots to the body. So the lead right hand, the looping right hand missed. The left right into the ribs of Tommy Morrison didn't. Good solid hooks by Ron Lyle. So 2 hooks land for Ron Lyle. He has momentum for the final 20 seconds of round number 1. A good round for Morrison, but he might have punched himself out a bit. We have a 5 for Tommy. Now Tommy laying in on the inside. We're at the center of the ring. 2 for Lyle. It's Morrison at the bell, punching, looking to punch hard. Tommy Morrison will land. That's a 4. He's going to really open up. That is a 10. It's going to be 4 punches plus an additional punch right at the bell. Tommy Morrison rips off a fast combination. Body, then head. Head, then body. 5 punches land for Tommy Morrison. Holy cow. Ding, ding goes the bell. A weary and frustrated Ron Lyle goes back to his corner, and they are immediately pouncing on Lyle verbally for a horrific performance in round number 1. A huge round for Tommy the Duke Morrison. His hand speed was definitely a factor there. So Morrison landed 21 punches compared to Lyle's 4. Lyle was very lethargic in that round. Morrison's speed. Morrison's a cute little fighter at times. A good side-to-side movement. It's when he loses confidence, when he tires, when he's hit, and he loses his confidence. So Morrison's stamina was 60 for a 10-round fight, and Lyle's is 65. Now Lyle's is down to 44. Morrison's is 56. We give that round, my God, if he had hurt him, I would have gave it 10-8, but we give it a 10-9 round for Morrison unofficially. Referee Dave Gardner cracking a joke to the ringsiders saying, and the field goal kicker comes in. The scoring judges for this bout, Steeler fan Anthony Crooks and Ron Juggett. Punch differential, a lot. We're looking at 17 for a punch differential. We'll get the judges' scorecards in a moment. The judges' scorecards have been collected. I wonder if any of them are going to give a 10-8 round. I can't see how you can give a round to Lyle, but you never know what some judges see. So the commission has collected the scorecards. We await the beginning of round number 2. Round number 2. A very good round for Tommy Morrison. I'll take a sip of water. Brian Hoxie has joined us at ringside along with Uncle Dave Gardner. Check out his wonderful channel, Steeler Fan 1933, SGJ Jamie, D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer. Uncle Dave Gardner did a, I got to watch it. He did revisiting Stone Cold, not Stone Cold Hockey, I'm sorry, Hockey Blast. So check that out. Also, he did some Hockey Blast cards, making them bigger, I think, more visually appealing. All right, so Tommy Morrison's ready. He'll have momentum to start off round 2. That was an excellent round for Tommy Morrison. They're very happy in the Morrison corner. In the Lyle corner, not the same. Ding, ding goes the bell. Round number 2. It's a 6 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison on the outside trying to use the quick jab in the right hand and the left hook to the body. Let's see if he can do that. A 4 for Ronnie Lyle. Lyle gets past the jab, now tries to bully Morrison back. Morrison, this is where sometimes his confidence wanes. If Ron Lyle can hit him, and he will. That is a 0-9 for Ronnie Lyle on the inside. Lyle, the chopping right hand, a left uppercut, a right cross, and a left hook to the body. 4 punches land for Ron Lyle. 2:40 to go in round number 2. Lyle now has momentum. Morrison looking to rebound here. That's a 1 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison very cognizant of the punches that have landed upon him. He's moving away. He might have felt those blows, trying to regroup as we state. Lyle moves forward. Now Morrison tries to tie him up near the ropes. Both fighters are ordered to fight out of it by referee Dave Gardner, and that's just what they'll do. It'll be a toe-to-toe exchange on the inside. We're looking at a 96 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison might land something illegal there. And a 96. Oh, it's getting down and dirty. Down and dirty for both fighters. And Tommy Morrison's going to get away with it as a lot of holding and hitting, mauling and brawling. And now referee Dave Gardner is going to come in and admonish Ronnie Lyle. His foul rating is a 5, and that's what that is. So 5 and under. Let's see what there's a lot of rough stuff going there. Referee Dave Gardner giving stern warnings, but he thought Lyle initiated it. So let's see what it is for Ronnie Lyle. That's a 5. And he's telling Ron Lyle to watch those low blows. So Lyle warned low. Here in round 2, we have 2:20 to go. Referee Gardner says they come here to watch you fight, not me, referee. We continue with round number 2. It's a 5 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison staying in on the inside. I don't know if that low blow took something out of him. A 3 for Ron Lyle. Lyle's on the outside as he shoves him away. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange from distance. Lyle has momentum. 61. Morrison will not land. 0-7. And Morrison was throwing hard, but he was over anxious. He doesn't land. 0-7 for Ronnie Lyle. He does land. Left to the body, left to the head. Those are hellacious hooks. Right hand catching Morrison, and then another left hook into the square, into the face of Tommy Morrison, though he absorbed it well. You can see his confidence starting to wane now. Tommy, as they're telling Morrison from the corner, stay from distance, use the jab. 2 minutes to go. Lyle still with mojo. A 6 for Morrison. Morrison trying to establish the jab from distance once again. A 2 for Lyle. Lyle might have punched himself out a little bit. And it's Tommy Morrison behind the jab trying to land. And he will land, and he's going to land hard. Tommy Morrison's going to land hard. That is a 20 from distance. It was 2 jabs and a hellacious right uppercut. 3 punches get through for Tommy Morrison. Holy cow. Chin check for Lyle. He's hurt 5 and under, down 3 and under. And he grabs on to Tommy Morrison. Says he's not hurt, but I beg to differ. Morrison takes momentum away from Lyle. We have 1:40 to go in round 2. A 1 for Tommy Morrison, a 6 for Ron Lyle. Morrison trying to repeat his success. He feints. Lyle moves forward, and now both fighters bomb away. Morrison on the outside with a 49. He will not land. 55 for Lyle. Neither pugilist lands. They threw hard but wild. 1:20 to go in round number 2. Boxcars. That's Morrison on the outside. He shoves Lyle away. Lyle has had moments in this fight, but he still seems very lethargic. Morrison has to take advantage of this. Morrison with a 66 will not. He will miss those shots. Lyle with a 4 has a countering opportunity. Morrison left himself wide open with winging shots. Lyle dipped, comes out of the crouch with a left and a right hand, crashing squarely into the face of Tommy Morrison. Homebrew rule. Any legal punch lands, we go power and chin check. Lyle doesn't have the power, but he does take the momentum. 1 minute to go. Lyle could eke out this round after being dominated in round 1. Can Morrison rally here? Morrison's confidence is waning. A 1 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison circling away, back and forth, left to right. He's not punching. A 3 for Lyle. Lyle sensing Morrison's confidence going. Lyle's going to let his hands go from distance. Lyle will not land. That is a 93 from distance. He started to throw. He missed. They fall into a clinch. Referee Gardner breaks them. 40 seconds to go in round number 2. 4 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison back at distance, starting to pump that jab out there. 1 for Ronnie Lyle. Lyle gets by the jab. Morrison tries to tie him up. Lyle works his hands free, and they're going to stand and bang. Phone booth warfare. Morrison with a 28. Lyle with a 41. Possible cut opportunity there upon Morrison by Lyle. But let's do Tommy Morrison first. That's a 28 on the inside. Morrison rips a left, right, left. 2 shots to the body, and then the left hook up to the head. 3 punches get through for Tommy Morrison as we're coming to a conclusion of round number 2 in 20 seconds. Ronnie Lyle with a 41. Lands a lead right, a left uppercut, and another right hand. All 3 to the face of Tommy Morrison. Possible cut for Morrison or some sort of facial abrasion as we rolled a 19 for Ron Lyle. Morrison cuts at facial abrasion or cut at 7 and under. 19, no. Morrison blinks, but he seems okay. 20 seconds to go. Ron Lyle looks to continue his rally. A 2 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison tries to tie up Lyle on the inside. A 4 for Lyle. Both fighters work their hands free towards the center of the ring. They're going to stand and bang at the bell. Who will land? Who will try to steal the round at the end? That is a 36. We rolled a 99. We're going to go to the event chart. And a 20, so a possible cut on Ron Lyle. Let's resolve the 36 for Tommy Morrison first. 36 on the inside. Left, right to the body. Solid hooks by Tommy Morrison. Winging shot to the head, missed. Now let's do the event. 99, so we'll roll these die again. 94. So we go to the Glory Days event chart. 94. Both fighters take a breather for the next 2 segments. And so they're going to clinch towards the end of that. Ding, ding goes the bell. But let's see now if Well, it was an 11 and he didn't land, so there will be no cut because the 99, this doesn't mean anything with the 99 roll, so we'll use that roll for the possible cut facial abrasion. Tommy Morrison scored at the end. A lot of mauling and brawling. Referee Gardner has to separate them at the end of round number 2. The seconds escort both pugilists back to their corner. So Tommy Morrison landed 9 punches. Again, Morrison might have punched himself out from that big first round output. Lyle lands 9 punches. I see that round. Lyle was warned for a low blow in the mauling and brawling. I give that round a 10-10 round even. I give it. Ooh, we hit the camera. Sorry about that. Woo, camera's going. I think I hit the camera. Maybe I didn't hit the camera. So we have a dead even round. Let's see how the judges are going to score this. Steeler fans scorecard has been collected. Now we move on to Ron Juckett's scorecard. Ron Juckett's scorecard has been collected. I'm sorry, that's Anthony Crook's scorecard. And I did hit the camera that time. Now Uncle Ron Juckett's scorecard. All right. Ron Juckett's scorecard has been collected. So after 2 rounds, Tommy Morrison's landed 30 punches. Ron Lyle, 13. Round 1, we gave to Tommy Morrison 10-9. We scored this round even 10-10. My scorecard unofficial. Stamina, 47 for Tommy Morrison, 35 for Ron Lyle. We prepare for round number 3. Round number 3. Morrison will have momentum as he landed to rally right in those final 20 seconds. Let me take a swig of water as the fighters take a swig of water. Here we go. Round number 3. The bell. Referee Gardner says fight. A 1 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison on the outside, feinting with a jab. A 5. Ron Lyle. Lyle's going to be first. Morrison feints. Lyle punches. Ronnie Lyle will land with a 28. Defense roll of a 6 means nothing. So Ron Lyle will land with that 28 from distance. Lead right hand, left to the body, and a chopping right hand to the head of Tommy the Duke Morrison. 2:40 to go in round number 3. Can Morrison regroup here? A 4 for the Duke. Morrison on the outside. A 6 for Lyle. Lyle just cannot put things together. Lyle tries to move forward. He is met by the jab of Tommy Morrison. Morrison will not land, though. That's an 87. He misses the jab. Lyle gets on the inside. Morrison ties him up. A lot of mauling and brawling. Referee Gardner breaks him. 2:20 to go in round number 3 as we continue on with this bout. A 1 for Morrison. Morrison moves towards the center of the ring, circling, moving side to side, feinting but not firing. 6 for Lyle. Lyle moves in. They tie up again. Now they work their hands free. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange on the inside. Phone booth warfare. That's an 86 and a 71. They're going to maul, brawl. A lot of dirty tactics going on. Referee Dave Gardner has his hands full. Once again, prying these 2 heavyweights apart. This fight's getting chippy. 2 minutes to go in round 3. 6 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison back at distance. Lyle tries to move forward. Lyle feints. Morrison fires. Morrison misses. Now it is Ron Lyle with an opportunity. Can he land? 39. Yes, he will. And he's going to land with power. The defense, Morrison dips away from the jab, but into the right hand. Booyah! With power. Ron Lyle lands the right hand. Morrison is hurt. 9 and under, down 5 and under. Morrison, his beard's holding up tonight. 1:40 to go. That was a solid shot by Ronnie Lyle. Momentum with Lyle. 3 for Tommy the Duke Morrison. Morrison seemed a little bit shaken up there. Morrison wants to try to stay on the inside, regroup a bit. Will Lyle let him breathe? No, he will not. Lyle wants to work on the inside. They're screaming from the Lyle corner. Work, Ronnie, work. 97. That's not going to get it done. 97. Lyle roughhousing on the inside. Referee Dave Gardner letting him get away with those roughhouse tactics. Both men have used those tactics. Lyle got in one clean shot and then a lot of roughhouse stuff. 1:20 to go. You can see Tommy's confidence starting to wane as Lyle really roughing him up. Snake eyes will favor Lyle on the inside. Morrison's busy wilting. Is Tommy Morrison wilting? 30. Booyah! Big, big shot by Lyle as he forces Morrison back to the ropes. On the inside, that's a 30. Left hook to the body. Right hand to the jaw and a left hook to the jaw. 3 punches land. Chin check for Tommy Morrison again. Hurt. 9 and under, down 5 and under. Oh my Lord. He stands up to it. But it's all Ron Lyle with 1 minute to go here in round 3. 3 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison dangerous. His back is towards those ropes. He's not punching. He doesn't look all there. His legs might be gone. 6 for Lyle. Lyle presses forward. It will be a toe-to-toe exchange with Morrison on the ropes and Lyle with momentum. Morrison will land with a 17, and he's going to land hard. 50 for Ron Lyle. Lyle's going to land 2 shots to the facial area of Tommy Morrison. Left hook, right hook. Morrison in that toe-to-toe exchange with a 17 on the inside. Left uppercut. Right hook, left hook. 3 punches land for Morrison, and they're huge shots. That uppercut really lifted up the head of Lyle, and then the left hook, the hellacious left hook of Tommy Morrison crashed upon Lyle's jaw. Chin check, and then we'll go to the facial abrasion check. But let's do this first. Lyle hurt. 5 and under, down 3 and under. Lyle survives that. Tommy Morrison, with about 40 seconds to go, will he have a facial abrasion? 7 and under. No, he will not. Morrison takes momentum away, but he's still lingering on the ropes. 40 seconds to go in round 3 of 1 for Tommy. Can Tommy get off the ropes? As 6 for Lyle. Action moves to ring center. They're going to throw from distance, toe-to-toe exchange. Neither pugilist will land. 20 seconds to go in round 3. This round is a good Lyle round of 5 for Morrison. Morrison moves forward, looking to throw the right uppercut and left hook. A 2 for Ron Lyle. Morrison moves past the Lyle lethargic jab. We don't need this roll or this roll. That's a 39. Morrison will land at the bell. On the inside, Tommy Morrison with the 39. Left hook to the body, and then he sends it between the guard of Ron Lyle. It's a hybrid hook uppercut, snapping the head of Lyle. Ding, ding goes the bell and the trolley. It was a late rally for Morrison, but in my eyes, not enough. We give round 3 to Ronnie Lyle, and we have it dead even at 29. Lyle landed 11 punches. First time he has outlanded Tommy Morrison. Morrison landed 5. Punch differential is 6. We'll go to the judges' scorecards. All right, Steeler fans' scorecard is all set. We now move to Anthony Crooks' scorecard. His scorecard has been collected by the commission. Now on to Judge Ron Juckett. Uncle Ron Juckett's scorecard has been collected by the commission. A good round for Ron Lyle. Still not in a rhythm, but he's getting there. His corner wants to see more consistency as we prepare for round number 4. Round number 4. Lyle was warned for a low blow in round 2. Tommy Morrison had a huge round 1. They fought to a standstill in round 2. Round 3 we gave, as we stated, and you just saw, to Ron Lyle. The bell for round 4. A 3 and a 3. What will it be? It's going to favor Ron Lyle from distance. Lyle will not land with the 81. Tommy Morrison with a countering opportunity. Wild swings by Lyle leaves him open. Morrison comes back with a right hand and a left uppercut. Power and chin check. Oh, well, if he had the power, Ronnie Lyle would have went down, but he did not get the power roll. He does take momentum. He keeps momentum, though. 2:40 to go in round 4. Chances for Morrison. A 1 for Tommy. Tommy is definitely feeling anxiety. He's not punching it a lot. He's on the outside as 6. For Lyle, Lyle's lackadaisicalness has allowed Morrison to regroup. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange from distance. Morrison misses. Lyle does not. Morrison, again, he's throwing hard, and when you miss those winging hard shots, it'll tire you out just as much as getting hit with shots. So that's a 0-5 from distance for Ronnie Lyle. Lyle, right lead right hand, left to the jaw, right to the body, left to the jaw. 4 punches get through for Ronnie Lyle. He takes momentum away, 2:20 to go. Round number 4. Fans are enjoying this fight. 4 and a 4. Will it close the door? 4 and a 4 favors Ronnie Lyle on the inside. He bulls Morrison back. Morrison tries to stand his ground, ties up Lyle. Lyle will not allow it. Lyle works his hands free. Lyle will punch. That's a 48 on the inside with a 4 defensive roll. That means Lyle's going to tag Morrison with another shot. So a 48 on the inside, left, right to the body, and a chopping right hand to the head of Tommy the Duke Morrison. 3 more punches land for Ron Lyle. He's starting to get in a rhythm now. 2 minutes ago. Can Tommy Morrison disrupt the Ron Lyle freight train that's building up? 4 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison tries to move away from those ropes. 3 for Ron Lyle. Action moves towards the center of the ring. Lyle's first with his punches, as we did not need this roll or this roll. Ronnie Lyle lands with a 33. Tommy Morrison with a more fortuitous defense roll. He'll evade 1 punch, so the 33 from distance. 2 jabs land for Ron Lyle, but not the right hand that followed. 1:40 to go. Lyle definitely finding a rhythm. Now he needs the consistency. 6 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison on the outside. 2 for Ron Lyle. Morrison gets his punches off quicker. Can Tommy land something big? That is a 94. No, he cannot. They fall into a clinch. 1:20 to go. 1:20 to go in round 4. 3 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison stays in tight. 5 for Lyle. Lyle spins Morrison. Morrison off balance. Lyle's going to punch. Lyle will not land with that 89. With a 98, excuse me. Oh, boy. More roughhouse tactics by Ron Lyle. Referee Gardner is letting them use these roughhouse tactics at the moment. How much will he let them get away with? So far, quite a bit. 1 minute to go here in round 4. A good round for Ron Lyle. Once again, a 2 and a 2. How do you do? Morrison looking to explode on the inside and steal this round. Morrison with a 21. Lyle will evade 1 punch, but no more. So the 21 on the inside. The lead right misses. The left right to the body of Ron Lyle does not. So solid hooks landed by Tommy Morrison into the rib cage of Ron Lyle. Morrison has momentum with 40 seconds to go. Round 4. A 2 and a 2. How do you do? Again, it's Morrison on the inside. Now it's Lyle backing up. Morrison needs to take advantage of this. 37. Morrison will land again. Lead right and a left uppercut. Both shots to the head of Ron Lyle. 20 seconds to go. Morrison building up some momentum. 4 for Tommy. Tommy on the outside. 3 for Lyle. Both fighters faint, but it's Lyle who moves quickly into punching distance and will be punching, trying to land at the bell. Ron Lyle with a 0-9 opens up at the bell with a 4-punch salvo. He feinted the jab. Morrison moved forward. Right hand square in the face of Morrison. Left to the body. Brings it quickly up to the head. Then another chopping right hand to the jaw of Tommy. Morrison. Fans are in shock that Morrison's jaw has held up to this point. That rally will seal the deal in our eyes for Ron Lyle. We give round number 4 to Lyle. 10-9. Unofficially, we have it 39-38, Ronnie Lyle. Lyle landed 14 punches. He's starting to get in a rhythm. He's starting to be more consistent in that ring. Tommy Morrison is beginning to fade after a huge first round. Morrison has not hit double digits since landing 21 punches in the first round. 9, 5, and 6 in the following rounds. Total punch numbers landed now, 41 for Morrison, 38 for Lyle. Morrison's stamina down to 22, Lyle's stamina down to 24. Punch differential is 8. We'll go to the judges' scorecards. So the punch differential is 8. Steeler fan scorecard, collected by the commission. Anthony Crook's scorecard, collected by the State Athletic Commission. Uncle Ron Jucket's scorecard has been collected. We prepare for round number 5. I don't know if Tommy Morrison will have the ability to rally here. His confidence is waning. They're trying to rev him up in his corner. He had his moment in round 1. He has not once again achieved that moment in the following 3 rounds. This is round number 5. Lyle with momentum. The bell for round 5. A 5 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison moves in looking to change the tide of battle here. A 1 for Lyle. Morrison is outworking Lyle on the inside. Can he land something big? He will not with a 95. And he's going to get away with those tactics. So now Morrison, they told Morrison in his corner, you give it back as good as you get. So he's roughing up Lyle. 2:40 to go in round 5. 5 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison stays in tight. 2 for Ron Lyle. Maybe it's Lyle who's punched himself out now, and he has to regroup. Tommy Morrison with a 0-9 defense roll of a 4. That's an additional punch landed by Tommy Morrison upon the cranium of Ron Lyle. Not a defensive whiz, either one of these two pugilists. So the 0-9 on the inside for Tommy Morrison. That's going to be 4 plus an additional punch. 5 punches land for Morrison. Left jab, right hand, left uppercut, right cross. 4 punches all to the jaw and head of Ron Lyle. Morrison has momentum with 2:20 to go. Round 5. 3 and a 3. What will it be? That's going to favor Ron Lyle from distance. Lyle looks to come back now. Let's see what Ron Lyle can do here. Lyle's going to land with a 32. Lyle feints the jab, lands the overhand right, left to the body, quickly brings the hook to the jaw of Morrison. Morrison's chin has held up, again, to the shock and chagrin of Lyle's corner and fans, and even Ronnie Lyle. Lyle has momentum. We have 2 minutes to go. Round number 5. 6 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison trying to stay at distance, reestablish the jab. 3 for Lyle. But Morrison, again, his confidence, you can tell it's waning. He waits. Lyle punches. Lyle's going to land with a 13. Good job by Ronnie Lyle from distance. Lyle, 2 jabs, right hand crashing upon the face of Tommy the Duke Morrison. He finishes it off with a left hook into the labanza of the Duke. 4 punches get through for Lyle. 140 to go. Round number 5. 4 for Morrison, looking to retaliate. 6 for Lyle. Morrison will let his hands go first. He will not land. 79. He misses from distance. No counter from Lyle. Both fighters circle. Action moves towards the center of the ring. 120. 120 to go in round 5. 2 for Morrison. That's a good roll. That's 2 stars on the inside. 6 for Lyle. Lyle forced back to the ropes. Again, Morrison's corner imploring Tommy to punch, punch, punch. You have an opportunity. 31 for Tommy Morrison. 6 on the power. All those punches will get through. Morrison, pity-patting with the jab, comes through with the right uppercut, left hook, right hook. 3 hellacious punches get through. Can it dent the chin of Ron Lyle? Lyle hurt 5 and under, down 3 and under. Lyle stands up to it. Momentum goes to Tommy Morrison. 1 minute to go in round 5. Both beards of these pugilists have stood quite tall. Final minute, round number 5. 3 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison trying to press Lyle into those ropes. 6 for Ron Lyle. It'll be a toe-to-toe exchange. Lyle's back to the ropes. Morrison with a 0-4 will land just out of his power range, though. They're banging away. The crowd comes to their feet as Lyle tries to fight his way off the ropes. You've got a 0-1 and a 0-4. 5 hellacious punches landed by both of these pugilists. Every punch, as Mike Tyson would say, meant to be with bad intentions and knock your effing block off. Hooks to the body and head, uppercuts, oohing and eyeing. The crowd is going insane here, but Lyle's still on those ropes. Morrison still pressing forward. Final 40 seconds. This round's up for grabs. A 1. Now Morrison backs away. He might have punched himself out. 3 for Lyle. Lyle moved reluctantly off the ropes. Lyle's corner's telling him, punch, 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 Ronnie. I rolled the wrong die there, but that's okay. 74, he misses, and he threw hard. No counter by Lyle. 20 seconds to go. Snake Eyes going to favor Lyle on the inside. Morrison retreats, tries to stand his ground, but he's become a human punching bag in these final 20 seconds. Can Lyle land something here? He will not. No counter. Ding, ding goes the bell. What a round. We're giving that 10-10. Another even round we scored. Both pugilists scored 12 punches, and what an exchange with about 40 seconds to go on the ropes. Morrison had Lyle on those ropes, and they banged away, trying to end the night for each other. So 12 punches landed by both. Stamina for Morrison's down to 10 at the midway point of this 10-round bout. Lyle's down to 12. So punches were even. Steeler fans scorecard is collected. Anthony Crook's scorecard is collected. We go to Uncle Ron Jucket's scorecard. Is collected. So after 5 rounds, we have it Lyle 49, Morrison 48. Both men huffing and puffing in their corner. Fatigue could be setting upon both. We prepare for round number 6. Round number 6. Who would have thunk it? Here we go. Round number 6. The bell. Boxcar 6 and 6. That's going to favor Morrison from the outside. Tommy Morrison with a 19 will land 3. He's going to add an extra shot just out of his punching power range. So a 19 from distance. Beautiful job by Tommy Morrison. The lead right, the left uppercut, the right hook to the jaw, and then the left hook to the body. Beautiful, fast hands by Tommy Morrison. 2:40 to go. Round number 6. A fine start for the Duke. 5 for Tommy Morrison. He stays in tight, trying to force Lyle off his spot. Lyle giving ground. Morrison works his hands free. Tommy looking to land and land hard. He's going to land very hard. 5 punches. A hellacious combination on the inside. Left to the body, right uppercut to the head, lifting Lyle's head. Left hook, right hook to the jaw. Lyle stands up to it, though. 5 punches get through for Tommy the Duke Morrison. Morrison sensing. So that's 9 punches. Lyle's on the verge of fatigue. Let me mark that here so we remember that. Lyle down to 3 stamina points. 2:20 to go in round 6. Can Morrison keep up this pace? He's tiring also. 4 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison from the outside. 5 for Lyle. Lyle dangerously close to the ropes. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange from distance, but Lyle, again, back dangerously close to the ropes. 78. Morrison will not land. 68. Lyle will not land. Both fighters throw hard and miss. 2 minutes to go in round 6. 1 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison backs away, allowing Lyle to move off those ropes. Lyle moves forward. Both fighters throw. Morrison will not land. Lyle will not land. 95, though. Morrison getting away with some chippiness again. Hitting behind the head. Referee Gardner pries them apart. No admonishment to Tommy Morrison. Ron Lyle has been warned for a low blow back in the second round. 1:40 to go in round 6. Good start to this round for Tommy Morrison. And now stamina. 2 points left for stamina for Lyle. So a 2 and a 3. Lyle and Morrison will go toe-to-toe on the inside towards ring center. 26 and a 73. That's going to send Lyle into fatigue. So the 26, as Tommy Morrison starts to concentrate his shots to the body on the inside. So the 26 on the inside, chopping right hand, left hook to the body, right hook to the body. 3 punches get through for Tommy Morrison. Morrison has scored 13 punches. Lyle is fatigued, so now we'll use fatigue numbers from the left side. Punches landed -1, 1:20 to go. This is a golden opportunity. And also Lyle's punching power. Everything decreases when it comes to power. The chin, knockdown, and KO increase. The will increases, which is bad. Here we go. 1:20 to go. Boy, Tommy Morrison has a golden opportunity here to defeat Ron Lyle. A 3 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison starting to fatigue. He looks to tie up on the inside. A 4 for Lyle. Lyle digging deep, works his hands free. Lyle punches. Lyle's going to land with a 0-5, and he needed this before, but that's not good now. He will land 3 out of 4 punches, chopping right hand, left uppercut, and another right hand. Those shots were all to the head. The left hook missed. The final punch missed. Tommy Morrison. 1 minute to go in round 6. Morrison down to 7 fatigue points. This has been a hell of a fight. Lyle with momentum. 4 for Morrison. Morrison on the outside. 5 for Lyle. Lyle on the outside. Toe-to-toe exchange. Ronnie Lyle with momentum. Lyle with a 94 will not land. Morrison with an 81 will not land. So both fighters throw and miss. They fall into a clinch. You can see them huffing and puffing on the inside. 40 seconds to go. Lyle still with momentum. 5 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison works his hands free on the inside, forcing Lyle back. Lyle trying to hold off Morrison. Morrison's going to punch. Morrison cannot take advantage of this. That's a 99. So we're going to go to the event chart once again. Let's see if some wackiness happens here. And about that Morrison's starting to control. We're looking at a 74. Fighter losing on points rallies this segment, outscores opponent 5 punches to 1. Ronnie Lyle opening up against a fatiguing Tommy the Duke Morrison. So the way I interpret this is fighter losing on points. I do it whoever seems to be losing the round. That's the way I've always done that. So it's Ronnie Lyle landing 5 punches. Morrison with 1. Lyle's now landed 8. Tommy Morrison's hit fatigue. And the way, again, any legal punches landed, we're going to roll. We're going to roll chin and power. Ron Lyle needs a 2. He doesn't get it, so we don't have to worry about the chin. Both fighters are fatigued, but what a rally by Ron Lyle. The confidence you can see is waning once again in Tommy Morrison. Final 20 seconds. Morrison trying to hold on here. He was stunned. A 4 and a 4 will favor Lyle on the inside. It's Morrison retreating towards those ropes. Ronnie Lyle looking to punch on the inside with a 46. Lyle lands the lead right to the jaw, misses the left hook. Ding, ding goes the bell. Both fighters are fatigued, but Tommy Morrison will win that round 10-9 in our eyes. Lyle rallied in the final 45 seconds. Ends up landing 9 punches. Ends up landing 9 punches. Morrison faded down the stretch, but he landed 14. Actually, Tommy has 1 stamina point left. My faux pas. 9. Oh, he had 8 stamina points. He had 8 stamina points. So and it didn't really affect anything because he didn't land any punches, but that was my faux pas. He had 8 stamina points. He has 1 stamina point remaining, so he might get lucky here early on and tag Ronnie Lyle. Through 6, we have a dead even at 58. Punch differential is 5, favoring Tommy Morrison. We go to the judges' scorecards. Was Lyle's rally in the final 45 seconds enough to steal the round? Judges' scorecards are being collected. Now the third judge, Ron Juckett. Did you like what Morrison did for the majority of the round or the final 45 seconds of what Lyle did? He moved to round 7. Lyle is fatigued. Morrison has 1 stamina point. Lyle has momentum. So can Morrison land something before Lyle does? Here we go. Morrison with a 2. That's good for Tommy. Lyle with a 2. That's bad for Lyle. This is an opportunity for Tommy Morrison, as he's going to go fatigue the next time he's hit. Morrison with a 35. He lands. That is huge. Lyle will evade 1 punch. So the 35 on the inside for Tommy Morrison as Lyle tries to smother him. 35. The lead right misses. The left uppercut doesn't. A crushing right hook catches Ron Lyle. Lyle is fatigued, so now he's hurt 8 and under, down 5 and under. He rolls a 15. Unbelievable. The chin holds up. Holy cow. 2:40 to go in round 7. Again, Tommy Morrison looking for some control here. 4 for Tommy, 1 on the outside, 1 for Lyle. This is going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. Tommy Morrison with mojo from distance. So Tommy still has a stamina point. He's not going to land with a 64. Lyle with a 40. And boy, it would have been, he had the power. Lyle with a 40 does land from distance. Only lands a jab, not the right hand, though. And now Tommy Morrison is fatigued. So both fighters will use their fatigue numbers. Lyle has momentum, 2:20 to go. Four for Morrison, 1 on the outside, 3 for Lyle, 2 on the outside. If Lyle can land something, Tommy is dead tired, but he needs a good roll. He gets the 42, but not the power. So Lyle is going to land. Both fighters fatigued. Lyle digging a little deep in that segment. So 42 from distance for Ronnie Lyle. The jab lands, but the right hand doesn't. 2 minutes to go. 6 for Morrison, 1 on the outside. 5 for Ron Lyle, 1 on the outside. Toe-to-toe exchange. 61. Lyle does not land. Tommy Morrison does with a 29. 4. Oh, just out of Tommy's power range because he's fatigued. So 29. Morrison lands the right hand, misses with the left hook. Then lands the right hook to the body. 2 punches land for Tommy Morrison out of 3. 1:40 to go in round 7. Morrison has mojo. 5 for Morrison, 2 on the inside, 1 for Lyle. He's going to outwork Lyle on the inside. Again, an opportunity as Lyle backs up towards the ropes for Tommy Morrison. Morrison with a 16. He's got the 2. He's got the 2. Tommy Morrison opening up with that 16 on the inside. Uppercuts, hooks, very solid shots. He is throwing hard. 3 punches get through out of 4, but he continues to fire. Ron Lyle is hurt 8 and under, down 5 and under. Ron Lyle is down. Ron Lyle is down. Under a barrage of punches from Tommy Morris. Lyle is down near the ropes. Referee Dave Gardner issues the Duke to the neutral corner. Ron Lyle is knocked out 5 and under. Lyle gets up at the count of 7. He will take the mandatory 8 count. So Lyle down for 7 here in round 7. Referee Gardner wipes off his gloves, asks him if he wants to continue. A groggy Lyle says yes. He nods his head. Morrison goes unopposed. 6, Morrison on the outside. Morrison will not land his necessary 3 punches for a TKO check. In fact, he is too wild and fatigued. He lands nothing. 1 minute to go in round 7. A 1 for Tommy Morris. Morris dead tired, circling side to side very slowly. Legs not all there. 5 for Ron Lyle. Lyle looking to get his pound of flesh from the outside. They're screaming from his corner. Let your hands go, Ronnie. Lyle will land, and there's a 19 there. So the 4, he's going to tag Morrison with an extra shot. 0-7. 4 punches land out of 5. Lyle opening up with wide, wild hooks, body and head. A cut abrasion check. Tommy Morrison. What will it be? 12. Gash over the left eye of Tommy Morrison. Morrison has a gash over his left eye. It is a horrific cut. Referee Dave Gardner looking at it. He's called a stop to the action. They're going over to have the ringside physician, Dr. David Little, take a look at it. 1 through 4, this fight's over. And it will continue. Referee, on the advice of the ringside physician, says let it go. So Morrison, gash, left eye, the first time. Holy cow. Lyle with momentum. Remember, Lyle was down, and now it's Morrison with blood flowing into his left eye. He'll have a lot of difficulty. 40 seconds to go. 6 for Tommy Morrison. He's on the outside, wiping at that blood. 3 for Ron Lyle. Lyle smells blood, and like a shark in the water, going for the kill. Ronnie Lyle from distance with a 57. He misses. Counter by Tommy Morrison. A countering left hook crashes upon the jaw of Ron Lyle. Power and chin check. No. Morrison has momentum. Final 20 seconds of round 7. What a wild round. Fans screaming here at the arena. 3 for Morrison. Morrison trying to tie up Lyle on the inside. Blood on Lyle's shoulder is that of Tommy Morrison from the gash over the left eye. 2 for Ronnie Lyle. Referee Gardner says fight out of it. And at the bell, that's just what they're going to do. 61, no for Tommy Morrison on the inside. 0-2. Yes. 3 out of 4 punches land as Lyle rearing back after the knockdown. Morrison being belted into the ropes. Ding, ding goes the bell. Referee Gardner has to leap in as Lyle continues to punch. Holy cow, what a round. Tommy Morrison will win the round. In our eyes, 10-8 due to the knockdown. But it was almost like it was Lyle with the knockdown coming down the stretch. Morrison, bloodied, battered on the ropes, stumbles back to his corner. They quickly go to work on that horrific cut above the left eye. Judges' scorecards are being collected as we speak by the State Athletic Boxing Commission. Unbelievable. We move on to round 8. Let's get our punch numbers here. Lyle landed 9. Morrison landed 8. Both fighters are tired. Tommy Morrison's landed 75 punches. Ron Lyle, 68. Lyle will have momentum. We move on to round 8. Both fighters dead tired. Tommy Morrison dealing with a horrific cut over the left eye. The bell for round 8. Snake eyes, that's going to favor Lyle on the inside. Lyle trying to take out Tommy Morrison. That's a 51 on the inside. He'll land 1 shot to the body. The right hand missed to the head. Body shot lands for Ron Lyle. 2:40 to go in round 8. 4 for Tommy Morris. Morris trying to move away from those ropes. 5 for Ron Lyle. As Morris moves away, Lyle pounces. Toe-to-toe exchange from distance. Morrison will not land. He'll fall into a clinch, but will Lyle? Lyle does land. Lyle lands 4 out of 5 shots. Tommy holding on for dear life. Here comes Ron Lyle. Will Morrison wilt into the wind once again against a big-named opponent? 3 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison lingers on the ropes. 1 for Ron Lyle. Lyle looks to bang him out on those ropes. Ronnie Lyle with a 63 will not land. Referee Gardner breaks them. Action moves towards ring center with 2 minutes to go in round number 8, scheduled for 10. 1 for Tommy Morris. Morris tries to stay on the outside. His legs are not there. His legs are not there. Lyle digging deep, gets on the inside, trying to rake the body and head. Ronnie Lyle with a 50 on the inside. Right hand blocked by Tommy the Duke Morrison, but the left hook into the ribs was not. 140 to go. 140 to go here in round 8. 6 for Tommy the Duke Morrison. Morrison on the outside. 1 for Ron Lyle. Toe-to-toe exchange on the inside. Morrison with a 15. Lyle with a 65. So Tommy the Duke Morrison lands a big uppercut. Missed the left hook. Lands the right to the body. Then the grazing left hook off the top of the head of Ron Lyle. 3 punches land for Tommy the Duke Morrison. 120 to go. Round 8. Morrison has momentum. What about 4? Morrison moves away from Lyle. 1. Lyle moves forward. Toe-to-toe exchange from distance. Morrison has mojo. Tommy Morrison with a 15, but he doesn't get the low enough roll. 95. So Tommy Morrison will land with that 15. Left hook to the body, left hook to the head, right hand grazing, then another left hook to the head. 3 out of 4 punches land for Tommy Morrison. Lyle gets 1 shot through, and some more roughhouse tactics for both pugilists. Referee Gardner letting them fight. 1 minute to go in round 8. Morrison still with mojo. A 5 and a 5 will favor Morrison on the inside. Morrison digging deep, showing testicular fortitude that the fans thought he did not have, but he will not land. That's a 93 on the inside. They fall into a clinch. 40 seconds to go in round 8. Morrison, Lyle, this round's up for grabs. A 3 for Tommy Morrison. Morrison on the inside, but he's not punching. A 2 for Ron Lyle. He's not punching. Referee Gardner telling them fight out, and that's what they're going to do. A 50, Morrison doesn't land on the inside. 88, they fall into a clinch. 20 seconds to go. 2 for Tommy Morrison. 4 for Ron Lyle. Toe-to-toe they go towards ring center as we come up on the bell for round 8. 40, Morrison will land 1 shot. Lyle will not. Ding, ding goes. That's a 3. That's a 3. The left uppercut lands for Tommy Morrison. 91. Falls into the clinch, so that's the way I play it. So he got hit, but he rolled a clinch. He falls into the clinch, and his chin would have held up anyway. But Morrison lands that left uppercut at the end. Both fighters land 7 punches. And that's another difficult round to score. I'm going to go 10-10. 6 more minutes to go in this bout. Both fighters fatigued. Both fighters scored 7 punches. Steeler fans' scorecard is collected. Anthony Crooks' scorecard is collected. Uncle Ron Jucket's scorecard is collected. We have it 78-76 Tommy Morrison due to the knockdown. We prepare for round number 9. Morrison's landed 82 punches. Ron Lyle 75. Both fighters are fatigued. Lyle went fatigued in the 6th round. Morrison went fatigued in the 7th, though he did drop Ron Lyle. Then Lyle came back to bust open a horrific gash over Morrison's eye. Ringside physician took a look at it and let the fight continue. So at any moment, if that cut opens up again, this fight could be over. Here we go. Round number 9. Morrison has momentum. The bell. A 3 for Tommy Morrison. Nothing on the inside. A 4 for Ron Lyle. 2 on the inside. So Lyle has a little bit of a second wind to start off round number 9. Can he do something with it? 64. No, he cannot. He misses those shots. No counter by Morrison. 240 to go in round 9. A 1 for Tommy Morrison. He's not punching. Morrison is not punching. A 6 for Ronnie Lyle. Lyle moves forward. Now both fighters will go toe-to-toe. Morrison with a 32 and a 3. Holy cow. 51 and a 1. Both fighters land and land hard. Tommy Morrison has momentum. That is huge. So Morrison has momentum. First, let's go. So on the inside, 32. Morrison lands right hand, left hook to the jaw, 2 out of 3. In this toe-to-toe exchange, Lyle lands a right hand, 1 out of 2. Morrison has momentum, so we roll on Lyle's chin first. Lyle is hurt, 8 and under, down 5 and under. Lyle stands up to it. Now we roll on Tommy Morrison's chin. He's hurt 12 and under, down 7 and under. He is down! Tommy Morrison is down! Unbelievable! Lyle knocks down Tommy Morrison. He will be knocked out 4 and under. He will get up. At the count will say of 5. He'll take the mandatory 8. Unbelievable. Morrison down for the 5 count. Momentum goes to Ron Lyle. Lyle goes unopposed. Lyle's power goes to a 3 now because Morrison's hurt. 5 for Ron Lyle. He's on the outside. He needs to land 3 punches to produce a TKO check. Again, he goes unopposed. He will land his 3 punches, but the will check is a 13. Holy cow. 8 and under, this fight would have been over. 0-1. Lyle letting his hands go. Lands 4 out of 5. Looking to end the night for Tommy Morrison. Morrison in all kinds of trouble. Morrison with a lucky roll of 13. 2 minutes to go. A 4 and a 4. Morrison on the outside, but Lyle bores in. Lyle with a surge of energy after dropping Tommy Morrison. Again, Lyle opens up. 4 out of 5. Lyle, 3 out of 4. Lyle pounding away at a retreating Morrison, who's now on the ropes, absorbing shots to the body and head. 1:40 to go in round 9. Boxcars will favor Tommy Morrison, the Duke. Lyle might have punched himself out, but Morrison on the ropes trying to catch Lyle moving forward. 39. He's got the he's got the 3. He's got the 3. 39. Left uppercut. He missed the right hand, but caught Lyle with the left uppercut. Will Lyle go down? He goes down. He's hurt 8 and under, down 5 and under. Lyle is down. Lyle is down. Lyle is down. Unbelievable. Lyle is down. Lyle is knocked out 5 and under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Referee Dave Gardner picks up the count from the timekeeper. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is over. It is over. In one of the greatest rounds of boxing. It is over. Lyle sent Morrison down. And then when Lyle was pressing, both fighters horribly tired. Lyle pressing Tommy the Duke Morrison to the ropes, pounding away, missing shots. A huge left uppercut snapped the head of Ron Lyle. His head hit the ropes and down to his back and keister he went, arms down to his side. Referee Dave Gardner reaches the 10 count with a minute 15 left in round number 9. What an unbelievable fight. Tommy the Duke Morrison in a slugfest. Will give you the numbers in a moment. Unbelievable. Lyle KO'd Round 9. Winner. What an unbelievable fight. I wanted to do this fight before I went to bed, and I'm very happy. Wow. All right, so let's give you the numbers here. What a wild fight. What a fun fight. And this is Glory Days Boxing. Bring it to a tabletop near you. Can be purchased at sidelinestrategies.com. So Ron Lyle landed 8 punches. Tommy Morrison only landed 3, but you know what? The left uppercut wins the fight. Final punch landed numbers: Tommy Morrison 85, Ronnie Lyle 83. The last punch did it all, like Bogey and Bacall. Ronnie Lyle was counted out with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in round number 9. Through 8, we had Tommy Morrison up 78-76. The judges' scorecard, Steeler fan had it through 8, 76-76. Anthony Crooks had it 75, Lyle 77, Morrison. Uncle Ron Juckett had it 76, Lyle 77, Tommy the Duke Morrison. So Tommy the Duke Morrison was up on 2 out of the 3 judges' scorecards, but it was the left uppercut that was judge, jury, and executioner of Ron Lyle. Wow, what a fun bout. And it was worth it. Now I'm going to go take a nap before I have to get up at 6:30 to go to bed, to go to work. Woo, what a fight. What fun. I will be listening to this over at work and enjoying it. I'd like to thank K-Fan, as he says, one for the ages. Brian Hoxie says, holy smokes, what a round, what a fight. K-Fan, unbelievable bout, great call. Thank you. So I'd like to thank K-Fan, Brian Hoxie, Uncle Dave Gardner, Steeler Fan 1933, SGJ Jamie, D. Scott Howard, the Goat Whisperer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. If you've not subscribed, please do so. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live, because that's what we pretty much do, go live and have fun. We've had 2 really fun boxing events in back-to-back nights or mornings, wherever you are. And it's Glory Days Boxing, which can be purchased at sidelinestrategies.com, along with Glory Days College Football. Payoff Pitch, a lot of fine games there. Check them out. Check out all the other wonderful content creators in the community, the FOC, friends of the channel, friends of the community. Like, sub, share them, as well as me. Help grow our community, because we're fun and we enjoy what we do. It's a fun hobby, and we'd like you to come along for the ride. God bless, stay safe, treat people the way you want to be treated. I greatly appreciate your time. What a fun fight. Thank you very much. Love you all. Peace.